Hey guys, Biometric here, and we're back with more Trials of Mana. On the last episode, we made our way through the desert and had some unfortunate circumstances. In this episode, we're gonna explore this desert town a little bit, take the chance to stock up on items for sure, and then head back into the desert and see about that cave that was being, I guess, guarded by what's her face? Wow, so professional. Belladonna. I was having trouble remembering the name, her true name. I kept thinking Isabella because that's what she was going by originally. I'll take this time to stock up on some restoratives. I wish you could buy more than just one at a time. I don't even know how many I'm buying right now. Alright, let's buy some candy for the storage as well. They're so cheap, there's no reason not to buy a ton of them. I should probably also buy some cups of wishes. And it may be getting to be about time that I should think about buying fairy walnuts. Because Angela is starting to get some good magic. The other two are getting some magic, especially Kevin with the healing magic. And we definitely want to have a nice stock of that. It's gonna take forever to get a nice stock of storage items. Alright, yeah, cups of wishes. As far as I am aware, I think Magic Walnut may be the only item in the game that restores MP. I believe it also restores like half of the MP cap. So it's probably all you really need. If I'm not mistaken, it's 50, and I'm pretty sure the cap is 99 for someone's MP. At least it was in Secret of Mana. I don't know. I think without getting to extremely high levels, Angela may be the only character that pushes close to 99 MP. Alright, that should be enough cups of wishes. Now, let's get some fairy walnuts. Candy is almost useless at this point, except for the fact that it's so cheap. Like, if you don't mind sitting through this very slow process of buying them, then you could just have a huge stockpile in your storage, and anytime you're taking a lot of damage in between screens and stuff while you're just traveling through a dungeon or whatever, you can pop some candies to cure instead of wasting your higher curatives like your chocolates and your what do they call them, royal jams? I don't know, that may just be the Secret of Mana name. Honey elixir. I think I'm going to buy a couple of these as well. Honestly, this right here has been a long time coming. I should have had stocked up on this stuff. At least the candy and the chocolate. Candy, if nothing else. I had no excuse to not be buying candy, because they are so cheap in this game. I'm not sure what the maximum you can have in storage is. I'm pretty sure it's 99. We may or may not hit that with any given item during this playthrough. I don't know. I don't really want to rely on items too heavily, but at the same time I do want to have a nice healthy stock of it in case things just go south. I mean, either way, you still can't get into your storage while you're in combat, so having a giant supply is not going to give you any kind of advantage once you're in the boss fight. And in most cases, there will be a golden statue right outside the boss fight, so it really doesn't even give you that much of an advantage going into the boss fight. It just kind of helps you get to the boss fight without using up the curatives that you may need in the boss fight. Anyway, I'm gonna call that good for now. Let's take a look at our totals here. Oh man, 49 candies. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm not really sure what the Stardust herbs are for just yet, so I didn't want to stock up on them. But the other stuff, thought it was a good idea. You know what? I'm gonna put one of these consumable items in here. I don't know what the Dream Reed is. I probably need to find out. But I do know what the Hand Axe is. We'll go ahead and pop that in the old inventory. And let's see, and I probably want to grow these seeds. Couple wishes for that one. I think we've already seen this on camera, actually. Got a dart for that. I might actually get something different. And a shuriken, yeah. Pretty sure shuriken does exactly what Hawkeye's spell does. I think dart is another spell, and of course the item does the exact same thing. Just like how the coins do the exact same thing as Angela's level 1 magic does. Do we have better weapons? We do not. Alright, what do we have in here? A sleeping person who is not talking to me. Oh, it is nighttime, that's right. I did choose to sleep until PM. Gone! All gone! All my belongings were stolen! Watch out for Navarlan thieves. They have a fortress in the east. Their agents attack merchants and travelers that pass through the area. Take your time, stranger. Don't think there's anything out this way. Oh, nope, there's an old man, I'm wrong. I'm the elder of this town. The ancient scrolls say the burning sands used to be lush and green. But people began fighting for use of the mana power until the plants withered and died. Only this oasis survived. The desert has been scarred forever. The scrolls say that when the oasis's waters dry up completely, calamity will be upon us again. Well, alrighty then, Elder. I believe coming to this town at all is totally optional. So I don't think there's going to be anything of importance here. In fact, I may have seen everything worth seeing. I think that person that was asleep in here may have been the armor salesman, and they swap out during the night and the day. But we already know they have the same stuff that we've already got. So let's head on back to our destination in the desert. I'm definitely feeling that this game is more flawed than I initially thought it was. But I am still enjoying the game quite a bit. There's still a lot to like here, even though it's got some of those weird 90s quirks that we kind of grew past. I mean, in the 90s, we didn't really know any better. I mean, we had what we had. It was all we had to go by. It's like when people say Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda and no Zelda will ever surpass it. It's like, well, you don't know that it'll never be surpassed. In a lot of ways, for many people, it already has been surpassed with various titles. There are people that think Skyward Sword's the best one. There's people that think Breath of the Wild's the best one. It's certainly up there. You know, there's people that thought Ocarina of Time never surpassed A Link to the Past. Hey. The way developers make games, it's constantly evolving, and because of that, they're innovating ways to improve old formulas. And when these improvements are made, the old formulas do become obsolete. Sure, there's charm in them, usually, sometimes. Not always, but sometimes there's charm in them. That charm, it's important not to confuse that charm with, something that's actually better. It's like nostalgia. You can have very fond memories with something that you played many years ago. It can give you very strong emotions. It can remind you of a time when your life was a lot better, or a time when your life was a lot worse. I associate Banjo-Tooie, a game I've never actually played myself, with a lot of really bad feelings just because I watched a Let's Play of it when I was, really ill. And, I have no desire to ever touch that game just because the thought of it physically makes me ill. Because immediately the thoughts of how ill I was when I watched that Let's Play come back. I mean, nostalgia's the same way. You could be playing a game that's actually really terrible, really bad, but still have good feelings just because you were in a good place in your life when you played it. In my case, I associate a game that I've never even played with bad feelings. And it's not that it was a bad game. A lot of people stack it up there as one of the best games made. I don't mean to get all philosophical here and not even talk about the area we're in, but it's a very labyrinthian area. And if you haven't already figured it out, we will be revisiting this area at a later time. This first visit, everything is very, very straightforward. You pretty much only have one path to take. Yeah, sure, we'll throw down a manual save. Stop! Come no further, unless you want me to throw her into the flames. No! Dirt! There are more of you? This is not over yet. Niccolo, you saved us. How does Jessica look? She's unconscious. We Meowst didn't leave her in this weakened state for long. Jessica is cursed no more, but she's been wearing the choker of death for so long. Her body and soul are both at their limits. I'll take her back to the Oasis of Den. You should go after Belladonna, Meow. She wants the Meowna Stone. So at this point, Hawkeye's motivation has been resolved, but we know she's evil, so I guess we gotta keep going after her. Behold, this is the pure energy the Mana Stones hold within. I lifted the girl's curse so I might sacrifice her life to break the Mana Stone's seal and bring us closer to the sanctuary. But you foiled that plan. Luckily, I used the souls of Bill and Ben in place of hers. Thank you for defeating them and providing me an alternative. All hail His Dark Majesty. And she gets away again. She's released the energy from the stone. Now we know that Belladonna is trying to open the portal, just like the Altinans. Everyone is after the sword. If the Sword of Mana falls into evil hands, the Mana Tree will die and mana power will disappear. Then the Benevodons will be released. We cannot let that happen. We have to find the elementals and open the portal before the enemy does. We need that sword. I heard it all. That lady royally messed up the Firestone. Take me with you so we can make her pay for it. Grah! Glad to see you fired up. You ain't seen nothing yet. Grah! And this is to go even further beyond. I need to stop making that joke every time I possibly can. Anyway, we now have the powers of Salamando. In most other mana games, his name is translated as Salamander, but I guess for this one, they're going back to the old Secret of Mana translation. That's fine. So now we just need to get on out of here. I don't think we're going to get any new Salamando magic until we get a level up. Luckily, this place isn't too long. Oh, hey, I don't think we saw the ninja in here before. Ugh, I hate that ability so much. Oh, why are ninjas so obnoxiously strong? It's a little unbalanced, I think, to have ninjas be that strong. Anyway, now that we have gotten Salamando, we need to head back to the beach and head on to our next location. Although I'm not entirely... Oh, actually, you know what? Before we go back, I should probably check in on Jessica and Niccolo. He did say they were going to the Oasis. So that, Swordster there just used a Saber spell, which imbues his regular attacks with an elemental ability, which usually ends up meaning status effects, but it can also mean additional damage if the target has an elemental weakness. It can also mean less damage if they have an elemental strength. I don't think with the party I have picked that we're going to get any sabers. Pretty sure Durin has all of those. But it was worth explaining how they work, right? If we get any, it would probably come from Kevin. But like I said, I don't think we're going to be getting any sabers. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use this hand axe on this gold bullet. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's probably better if you get them early on, but at this point in the game, like, basically any ability will be stronger than that. It is outdoing my regular attack. I can give it that much. Oh man, Kevin got petrified. I guess this is a good time to test the theory that he'll be unpetrified when the battle's ended. And he is. Good, good. And he also did stay petrified the entire time, so I imagine that my theory on having your entire party being petrified as a game over is probably correct. Alright. The oasis is over here. Might as well fight the enemies, get a little bit of extra experience here. Alright, here we are at the oasis. Where am I gonna find Jessica? Not in here. Perhaps in the inn? Nope, not in there. Well then, perhaps in the weapon and armor store. Nope. Although I did call it that they do swap out during the day and night. Shoot. Where else is there? There's an item store, but I don't think there was... maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is more in here. Yep, here we go. Brother, Jessica is still weak, but with some rest, she'll feel good as new. At least the curse is lifted. Leave Jessica to me. Mew need to find Belladonna and get revenge for Eagle. I'm sure he'd give Jessica peace of mind too. Hawkeye. Alright, well I guess there was nothing to do there, really. So... I think I'm gonna hit the end real quick. I probably should have made it nighttime. Not making it nighttime wasn't the best idea, but whatevs, we'll get by. Alrighty. That is actually 6 of the spirits. Now we should be able to get to one of those areas that we were blocked off from before. I think it's gonna force me to go after Dryad. But I don't know. I would really like to get Luna first, so I guess I will check back in that direction before I go after Dryad. It just feels like, though, that Salamander burning down bushes is going to be, you know, the way to progress. Excuse me, Salamando. I've been calling it Salamander for so many years now. It's just weird to go back to the Super Nintendo translation. Like, it's super bizarre because I just got used to calling it Salamander. Now we gotta go backwards. I should put another consumable in my inventory. Because they ain't gonna use themselves up. I guess we'll throw the dart out next time. What a perfect time to show how much damage it does. Not a lot. It was weaker than the hand axe, actually. Probably also a cheaper item. You know, I have been saying all this time that you can't access your storage in the middle of a fight. I don't think I've ever actually tried to, though. Maybe I should test the theory. Okay, yeah, I was right. You can't. Good to know. Let's throw the shuriken. It should do the exact same as my spell does. Actually, it was weaker. The shuriken spell did somewhere around 90, I think, if I remember correctly. Still don't know what that dream read is, but we'll find out eventually. Harpy Fang. Ah, it silences an enemy. I don't know if that'll do any good against enemies that don't cast spells, though. Don't know if it does damage. Well, we'll use it on that Tomato Man. Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage for an item. Man, that was actually really good. Yeah, let's just overkill it, why don't we? Okay, what other items do I have that I can burn up? Tesla oil, I believe, restores status. Everything else just kind of stored. Let's see what this Dream Read does. Switch hour? Does this switch between day and night? It sure does. Now it's shades time. Okay. That's interesting. I can dig it. Those would definitely be useful given that we have Kevin in the party. So if I ever get to a place where I can buy those, I will probably stock up on them. I am lost. I do not remember how to get out of this desert. Okay, I can't raise strength or spirit. I guess we will raise stamina. Cannot raise intellect or spirit, so I guess we will raise stamina. I don't think strength is doing a whole lot of good this late. Oh, and we learned fireball. That's good. Okay, I think I know where I'm at now. Just lost my bearings a little bit there. Test out our new spell there. Well, I can't get to her screen. Let's see, that's still our newest spell, right? Yeah, fireball, and there's nothing to cast it on. I thought I went up here and it was a dead end. Was that not correct? Wait. I thought this would be the way out. Like the way I came or whatever. That doesn't seem to really be the case. How do I get out of this freaking desert? It's definitely not from this screen. I can tell you that much. And this, I think, yeah, this absolutely goes back to, wow, how do I get back to where I came from? It must be over this way. Well, you know what? I think I know where I went wrong. We gotta go up here. Alright. Ninja. Oh, I can raise everything again. Think I'm gonna raise strength. I did not do the research that I said I was going to do. I apologize for that. I have dropped the ball. I don't think I need intellect until I go to the next class, though. Anyway, it looks like I found my way back. So, shouldn't be long to get back to the beach now. I should go ahead and put the Tesla oil in my inventory. So we can double check what that does. I'm pretty sure it's like a status heal. Max out get. Ooh! Oh, that'll be good for later. Not really so great right now, though. That will max out the tech gauge. Like, it fills up so fast right now, it's not really worth it. But when we get to the next class and get our level 3 techs, that will be some good stuff. Alright, beach should be just beyond this screen, if I remember correctly. Well, not the beach, but the little town that's connected to the beach. I lied. There's one more screen. I have been lying to you guys a lot in this Let's Play, and for that I apologize. I actually need to re-pick up that chest that contained the Cup of Wishes. Because after I game overed, I did not do that. Or was it right here, I think? Alright. And with that, I should probably stay at the inn, yeah. I'm not gonna bother setting the time because it moves so quickly when you're on Vuskov. And we will also throw down a manual save. We are getting ready to wrap up this episode, but I would like to get to our next destination before I wrap things up. So let's call that turtle. Vuskov is a strange creature. It's a turtle that looks like he's got his shell strapped to him. And he's got goggles and a flag on his back for some reason. Very bizarre. Let's see. I need to go the other way. I believe I need to go all the way around the desert here. If I remember correctly. I may have to get Luna last, but we shall see. Let's see, that's Wendell. Which means up around here is going to be Jad. Over here. Over on this island is probably where I'm going to have to go next. I think there is a beach I can get to over here. Oh, that's Maya. Over here, I think. Yeah. A new path appeared. And here we are in the moonlight town of Mintas. However, we are going to end things here. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.